I'm Courtney Turner, and this is Market Movers. I've been working as a real estate agent for 8 years now, and I think expertise comes as you are in the field and working in the field and doing this every day. When you come against different problems or different issues, you learn from those. But I think the greatest strength that I have in my area of expertise is that I don't see real estate as a job in sales. I see it as a job of service. And when you're working to serve somebody, you're going to give them your very best. So whether it's my passion or my tenacity, I'm going to work as hard as I possibly can to make my clients happy. I generally focus on single family homes, but it doesn't matter where you want to be. I've sold from Gadsden to Montgomery. I do tend to work in the area in which I live, the North Shelby area, so Greystone, Highland Lakes, Brook Highland, that area, but I will sell anywhere. And again, I just want to help whoever needs help in finding the right home or selling their home. I think the first thing you have to do to help somebody achieve a goal is to know the goal. So what exactly are they wanting from me? What exactly are they wanting from the transaction? Because if I know ahead of time what their outcome is, then I can make sure we get it. I'm the real estate agent that's going to always go the extra mile, again, because to me it's about service and it's about just doing what's right by my client. This is probably the biggest purchase or the biggest sale that someone's going to make in their life. And so my approach is to make sure that I get their goals accomplished. So if I'm working with a seller, I like to start by just getting to know their home. So going in, seeing if there's something I can do design-wise, staging-wise, if there's an area of their home that I think if they invested a little in, we could get more money. It's about opening a conversation of, what is your goal? Are you wanting to sell it as is? Are we wanting to do some work? What is your end outcome? And then we go from there by looking at the numbers and the pricing, putting together a marketing strategy, and then making sure that when it hits the market, it's ready and those buyers are aware of it and they see the best of that house. If I'm working with a buyer, on the other hand, it's just, again, making sure they've spoken with a lender, making sure they know what they can afford, me finding out their expectations. So if you tell me you want a 4-bedroom house, there's really no reason to look at a 2-bedroom house. And so it's my job to keep us on task and focus. Now, I will work with a buyer if you want to see one house or if you want to see 200 houses. It's about building that relationship, but it's also about me keeping us on task and making sure we're seeing exactly what they need to see to make the right decisions. The first step is knowing how they like to communicate. Some people like to be on the phone. Some people want to text. Some people still want emails. So it's asking, how best do you want to communicate? I'm always available. My phone is right by my side. I tell people 7 days a week, I don't like notifications. So if you text me, I'm going to respond. It may say, I'm going to call you later. But the key is knowing, do they want me to text? Do they want me to call? What's best for them? Because not everybody's the same. A successful transaction is one that makes it to the closing table. June has been a great month. We've seen, I've had 6 closings this month, 2 under contract, and 3 new listings. So it's a successful time in the market. But to me, that success comes when I hand my buyers keys or when my sellers get their check at the end and they have a smile on their face. They're happy with the outcome. They're smiling. There's joy in the room and everybody is happy. That is what success is to me. I am an educator by trade. That is what my master's is in. And I actually still teach real estate. I teach real estate law, finance and ethics, and foundations for Purdue. I love to learn. I love to stay on top of things. So whether it's just pulling a simple comp and looking at the data over time, or whether it's learning about new trends in technology. Last night I was studying new green energy effects in houses. I love to learn, and I think that's something that I can give my buyers and sellers is that I'm always looking and I'm always trying to learn what's going on, and I love design, and I think I have an eye for design, my opinion, and so I love to keep up on trends with that, but I also love to help my clients kind of create their own design. You don't have to be cookie cutter to make your house exactly what you want it to be. When I got into real estate, I gave up teaching science and came into real estate and was contacted by Purdue to come into their School of Business and teach. So I teach online. I have taught for them for 5 years. I teach everything from the foundations class, just the basics of real estate, to real estate finance and ethics, and my favorite, real estate law. I generally have about 20 students at a time. We hop on seminars together, and then I just talk them through everything to try to help them get ready, either for their finance degree with a minor in real estate or for the National Real Estate Exam. So marketing starts before we even put the house on the market. So marketing starts the moment I get the call for a listing. I'm going to start looking through old photos. I'm going to drive by the house, see what the yard looks like, and come up with kind of a game plan of what we might want to do to get the most for the property. And then when I meet with my sellers, I'll go through their house room by room, talk to them about things, tips and tricks that might help to get the best photographs, or if there's a remodel that we might want to do or some small project like changing lighting can make a huge difference. And so I'll talk to them about that. That's the first step of marketing. Second step is those photos. It's hiring the right photographer to get the best photos. I can't tell you how many times I've had a buyer go into a house and they're like, this doesn't look anything like the photos. So it's important to me to have the very best photographer, the very best photos out there, because that is step 2 of marketing, is getting people in the door. And then step 3 is once we go live and everybody's seeing those pictures, it's having videos out there. It's doing Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whatever we need to do to get that home advertised is what I'm going to do, whether it's through social media, through an agent luncheon, through open houses on Sundays, or just picking up the phone and calling all my realtor friends and saying, check out this great listing I've got. Who has a buyer? I use all social media. That's just the best way sometimes to reach people is through social media. It's easy and it's quick. So whether it's a 30-second video inside of a house or whether it's a reel on Instagram, however I can reach people is how I'm going to do it. And, there are people that are only going to look at social media. There are people that are only going to get ideas from their agents. So it's making sure that home is available in every different platform for people to see. I'm very big on numbers. I tell people I can't make the numbers up. So we look at the numbers together. I show them kind of a trend in what's happening in the market, and ultimately the seller sets the price. So I can show them where we are in the numbers and then talk to them about what they want. The key is there is definitely an art to pricing. If you price too high, you don't get people to come in your door, or they come in and they're automatically have kind of a negative thought on that house if you're priced too high. And I understand everyone wants the most for their house. And as agents, we want our clients to get the most for their house. But we have to pass appraisal and we have to be priced accurately, because when that buyer comes in, their agent's going to pull comps for them too. They're going to see the numbers. So as long as we can all look at the numbers, look at the trends, look at what's going on, we can come up with the right price. But ultimately, the seller does set that price, and I'm going to market that home to the best of my ability, regardless of where they decide to price it. Everyone wants a smooth closing process. So to me, it's staying communicative. It's making sure my clients are aware of what's going on throughout the process, but also our clients don't see the hundreds of little fires that come up in a real estate transaction from contract to close. And if I can put those fires out without having to ring the alarm for my clients or stressing them out, that's exactly what I want to do. So to me, that smooth process is just being open, honest, and communicative with my clients when they need to be involved, and handling everything that they don't need to touch so that they don't have to worry about anything. I love a good negotiation. That is probably one of my favorite parts of the job besides building relationships. I love the art of compromise, but to me, negotiations start with knowledge. So I need to know exactly what my client is expecting from this negotiation, and I have to have facts, numbers, documents, whatever I need to kind of support what my client wants. So I find out what they want, I find the facts to support it, and then I talk to the other agent. I think open lines of communication with my clients and that other agent is key. I think keeping it level and calm and not getting heated is good. And the great thing about our Birmingham market is we are full of amazing agents who want the very best for their clients. So if both sides want the best for their clients, we can usually come together and make that happen.